Welcome to our series of videos introducing you to the CamperKing range.
And we're going to start with this one because this is epic. This is the Tropez. This is the best seller in the range, and with good reason.
Very good reason. It isn't just great for families, great if you'd like to do lots of activities. It's also perfect if you are all new to campervanning.
It sleeps 4, you've got 2 up top, 2 down below, seats 5. You can have it as short wheelbase or long wheelbase.
And I think the long wheelbase is really great because it gives you that additional space, but also it looks big from the outside, but something that's pretty interesting, if this is going to be the first time that you've ever gone into a camper van, is it's actually not much longer than a normal estate car. It's only about 30 centimetres longer, which is nothing. It's about that. It's not that, it's kind of size.
It is 30 centimetres, is that? I know. And if you want to, it's got parking sensors anyway. You can have it with reverse camera. So come and have a test drive because it's not as scary as it looks.
And on that note, you can kind of spec it however you want. You can have lots of different accessories, things like these amazing wing mirror caps here. You've got these beautiful wheels as well. This one in particular is lowered, so it looks really cool. Talking about looking really cool, should we have a look inside?
Come on, look inside. It's like a luxury flat. Wow.
Amazing, look at that. It's much better than my flat.
I'm getting it.
Let's have a look in here then. Oh, I'll tell you what's better, isn't it, eh?
That is so comfortable.
What's a bit of comfort? Lovely little table here to have our little snacks on. Look, you can knock me up a bit of dinner later on, lovely.
But you could work on that as well. You could sit here, couldn't you? Either at your campsite, at the services, wherever you are, get your laptop on there, you've got your brew there, you've got your wireless phone charger there, everything you need.
Everything you need, and then when you want to relax, you can watch a film up there.
This is a great option on extras, isn't it? Everyone should have this. This is the cinema projector, so you can sit here with your movie on. But we should talk about quality, shouldn't we? Well, space, I think, is just phenomenal, but you've then got so much storage.
It's literally everywhere, isn't it, underneath here? We'll talk about the bed in a minute as well. Loads of space there, loads of comfort. A couple of options as well when it comes to the bed.
And 50-litre fridge, so you get plenty of wine in there, lots of snacks, your cold milk. Quite a big hob, I would say. And enough workspace, that's the other thing. I love the versatility of this. So you can put that there like that. You can do your chopping and prep there, all your bits and pieces. You can tell I'm a great chef.
Well,
I'll have my pot noodle here, my kettle there.
All I'm picturing is just a bit of popcorn on here and some milkshake.
Look at that. You could have a movie night, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Get your mates over. Because you could have, I mean, it seats 5, but 4 in proper luxury. There's room to break dance in the middle there. You could do a backspin on that floor, couldn't you?
I'd love to. Do you want to try it?
No.
I'd love to see it.
Not at my age, love.
You won't get back up again, will
Exactly.
you?
I'll get down, but I won't get back up. Look at this though, look at all these.
Lots of little cubby holes there. You can put your little pans down here, look. Bit of food.
It's very versatile. You could get a lot in this. Because you've
Some
got all of
clothes
this.
in there as well. There's plenty of space.
And you've got all of that back there. And the headroom of this, I mean, that is in the middle. It's about 8 foot at the top here.
I think you can stand up there, you know.
I can stand up in this
You're
one.
very tall. Not short like me. You'll definitely fit up there.
But you know the thing about this, what I love about this is unlike if you're buying, say, the manufacturer camper, you can have anything you want. If you have a vision in your head of what colour the seats should be, I mean, this is particularly tasteful, but if you want a certain wood, a certain floor, a certain veneer, a certain seat fabric or leather, nothing is off the table.
There's thousands of combinations that you can have, isn't there?
Yeah.
Between the different stitching, the different finishes here. And this is really nice as well, isn't it? Nice touches on these seats.
And it just folds
Really
down completely
beautiful.
flat in seconds. There you are. And what I love about camper vans is unlike tent camping or even caravanning, you just literally get to where you are, put the handbrake on, spin the seats around, get a brew on, fold the bed flat.
Done.
And you're watching your film.
It's home from home, but it's better than home, isn't it?
I know. But you know what we need to do now? We need to take one out, drive it and see what it's like.
Sounds good to me. Let's go.
Do you want to drive?
Yeah, come on.
Come on.
There's nothing easier than a CamperKing van, where you can simply hop in and go, opening up a world of exploration both at home or abroad. The short wheelbase Tropez is somewhat of a TARDIS, offering a hugely impressive interior space combined with a footprint that's actually smaller than most large family cars. For many campers, that makes it the ultimate all-rounder, being even easier to park and place, even in tiny seaside resorts. It's why so many CamperKing customers swap their second car for a van instead. Whichever version you choose, they're both incredibly easy and comfortable to drive, offering the ability to rack up hundreds of motorway miles in a day or simply explore the countryside with the ability to stop for a cuppa at a moment's notice.
Oh yeah, fish that'll do.
Oh, this is beautiful, isn't it? Look at that.
Nice pitch.
I think we should have a cup of tea. Come
Right,
on.
you get the kettle on, I'll do the roof.
Oh, good deal. How easy is this thing to set up? I mean, all you really need to do is pop the roof, spin the seats and start making yourself comfortable. There's nothing to it, it's designed to be dead easy. Then it's just a matter of getting the kettle on and settling in. You can be at home, away from home in just a few minutes really. That's the beauty of how simple it is.
Do you know what it's like? When you get somewhere like this, don't you just feel your blood pressure just drops immediately?
You just feel so much more relaxed, don't you? Nice and calm, taking in all this beautiful countryside.
It's just lush, isn't it? Being by water, sound of the birds, surrounded by greenery. It takes, what was that, 10-15 minutes to set everything up?
And the thing is, you don't have to just set it up, do we, every time? You know, it's not like we're going away for full-blown weekends. You could just pop out for an afternoon, couldn't you, after work?
Yeah, I never thought of it that way, because you could, couldn't you? Because we're thinking the mindset is you've got to go camping, but you don't. You could just go down the park, put the kids in with your Isofix seats you've got in this.
Yeah.
You could just have a bit of fun. And if you've got 2 hours to spare of an evening, just find somewhere where you can park, like a lake or somewhere beautiful. Just get a brew on, or get a glass of wine on if you're not driving.
Fish and chips.
Fish and chips
Fish
by
and
the water.
chips, that'd be a dream, wouldn't it, eh?
Yeah.
This lovely lake here, I reckon, you know, we could bring a paddleboard here and just have a nice little, just chill out after work.
It does, it just changes the way you think about going out, doesn't
Yeah.
it? And I think it's just a lot more chilled. And this space, you could do anything in this space, can't you? Yeah, you can live in it, you can sleep in it, and you can go for a long trip away, but you don't have to. Just grab any time you've got, those hours you've got, and just have a little bit of fun.
It's so much better than just being sat at home in front of the TV, isn't it?
It is, and also if it rains, it just gets cosier and cosier.
That nice little pitter patter on the roof. Oh,
It's just so lush, isn't it? I love it.
yeah.
Actually, I do want to go touring. And what did you find it like to drive? Was it easy to drive?
Really easy to drive. It's just the same as driving a car, really. Well, it's exactly the same as driving a car, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think if you've not done it before, I've done it quite a few times now, but when you haven't done it before, I think sometimes people panic, don't they? Or they get a bit frightened and go, look at the size of it, it's going to be hard to park, is it going to be hard to manoeuvre around?
This one's got a camera, hasn't it?
It's just dead easy, yeah, you've got a camera, it's no problem, no stress, gives you that added reassurance if you're not used to driving a bit of a longer vehicle, but like we said earlier, they're no longer really, are they, than your average estate car, so...
I mean, it's mad how much you can fit into a relatively small footprint. The other thing that impressed me about this one was the fact there's a boot. So I've got an old Westphalia campervan, and it's a really lovely old van. It's a lot smaller than this. But the one thing that really gets you go is you've got nowhere to put stuff.
Yeah.
So all your bedding, all your ammo, all your shoes, all that kind of stuff, you just have to kind of fire it around all the various cupboards. This, you've got an enormous boot at the back of this. That's clever.
It's good because it's almost split as well, isn't it? So you can kind of have dirty stuff down the bottom, or if you've gone back from the beach, you just kind of chuck everything there that might be wet. It's a good idea.
It's the future.
It
You know
is
what, mate? We've
definitely
only got
the
one
future.
question for tonight. First of all, who gets top bunk, who gets bottom bunk?
Shotgun top.
Right. And also, are we going to go to the chippy or Deliveroo?
It's got to be chippy, isn't it? It's got to be
And
chippy.
I ain't cooking.
I ain't cooking. Right, it's chippy then, done deal.
Right, chippy. Go on then. It's your turn.